Hey, I want to talk to you about Nathan. Nathan is one of our BAM squad members, and he's nothing short of a legend. The guy's built a music school up to 174 students over the last few years, and he has also got about four team members working for him. So he's taken that plunge from solo teacher to studio owner, and such a rad guy. And he was featured in one of our membership spotlight videos. You can see that there on the screen. There he is. What a dude. And so he's had a big long interview, and the thing that stood out in Nathan's story for me was not only all the amazing stuff he's doing and just like how passionate he is about students and his studio and all the cool stuff that he's achieved, but he mentioned that he was working 6.5 days a week, which is pretty crazy. So it'd be interesting, actually, just comment below, how many days do you work a week, teaching or working in general? How many days are you doing? Are you doing 5 days like a normal person, or are you doing 6.5 like Nathan, or, maybe you can only get a couple days teaching and you want more? So comment below, it'd be cool to hear where you're at. But Nathan was at 6.5 days, and I asked him the question, hey, have you ever thought about giving up or wanted to give up? And he said, yeah, I did. I was working 6.5 days a week, and the pressure of all that and just having to work so hard has often made me think about, maybe I should give up and do something different. There's a concert going on in our building at the moment, which it's all dark and I can't really see it. I know that's all right. Last night we met at 1, drank to 2, danced till 4, walked to home. He mentioned that he actually focused on intentionally doing less so he could have rest days. So he could, have personal time and not burn out and, start to hate his job or want to give up. And that's such a secret that is so counterintuitive, that if you make yourself take holidays, you don't get burnt out. Funny how that works, eh? I know so many people will just say, no, you got to go at 1,000,000 miles an hour. I talked to my dentist recently, who's the son of the owner, and he was like, I do 100 hours a week and I'm trying to keep that up. I thought, mate, that's insane. You can't do that. But by taking time off and making time for yourself, you get that energy back, you get that passion back, and it's so tempting to just want to focus just on work. And I've gone through that season, definitely, which lasted years, and I still feel called back to be a workaholic, but I have to, because I'm like an all-in person, and this will be the same for heaps of you guys if you've got that real entrepreneur drive. If you're an all-in person with your business, sometimes the only way to stop yourself being totally all in here and being a complete workaholic, what do? You need to be all in on some other things, and by being all in on those things, it sort of balances out. So for some of you, it's like you need to be all in with family, or maybe it's if you're single, you need to be all in on some hobbies, some fitness, whatever you're passionate about, hanging out with friends. And so because you've given those priority, they start to even out the workload. It's very tempting to just be all in and doing like what Nathan was doing, 6.5 days a week, and to either burn out or not be forced to take the time to think, if I wanted to still grow and achieve all these amazing things, how would I do it if I only worked 5 days a week? And then you find the answer is that you can't do it all, and you actually need to focus on picking the stuff that's going to make the greatest impact, earn you the most money, cost you the less time, or you need to build a team. And so I had to go through what Nathan's done, working 6.5 days a week, and thankfully I don't do that anymore. And he mentioned he takes holidays a lot now, and I do the same. I'm actually off on holiday in 2 weeks, wedding in Australia to go to. But you have to actually make yourself take those breaks. Otherwise, if you're running 1,000,000 miles an hour all the time, you'll crash and burn, and no one wants that for you. So I hope that's helpful. Nathan's story, pretty cool. Everyone in the BAM squad is pretty awesome, and so it's real cool when the membership spotlights come up and the interviews get to read them and yeah, just be inspired by what people were doing. So hey, if you ever want to join us, if you want to grow your music school, I'd love to help you. The rest of the BAM squad would love to help you. So check out buildamusicschool.com if you're not already there. Take care.